A lot of people have asked me what the process is for making levels in Mario Maker, and I recently streamed to members where if you click the join button you can get early videos, private streams, all that. And I recently made a level while I was streaming to them, and then I realized, people might want to watch this. This might be something that people would be interested in, just learning more about the creative process when I make levels. So I thought I'd kind of compile it to a highlight and show how I created 2 levels from Super Alpharad World 2. And luckily, these 2 levels are some of my favorite in the entire world. So I hope you like this. It's pretty low energy. It was just me in a stream of consciousness creating the levels. But before we get into these levels, I would like to give a thank you for today's sponsor, Raycon. I know I'm not the first to show these, and God, I will not be the last. But it makes sense because Raycon is a product that delivers. The everyday E25 earbuds run at about half the price as other earbuds on the market and sound incredible. I've exclusively been using these to listen to music while I make Mario, so it felt like a fitting video to throw the sponsor in, and I've also used it when I go out to run because God knows I need to do that. I know everyone's having fun during their quarantine and everything, but dude, I am pasty right now. I went on a run at like 7 p.m. the other day and got sunburnt. But unlike my Shame, Raycon earbuds are both stylish and discreet. But much like my Shame, I can wear it for 6 hours without having to charge it back up. So if you like these and any of the variety of colors they have, be sure to click the link in the description to get 15% off, or go to buyraycon.com/Alpharad. And with all of that being said, let's get back to making some Marios. What do we want to explore with? I'm so twisted. I already know what I'm going to do. Yeah, we're just going to start it off with some real bullshittery. Where's the Muncher? We're gonna do the Muncher spiny setup that we did last time. I think it's fine because this is supposed to be a castle, like it's supposed to be hard. I'm just gonna make it to where you get hard punished for leaning into the wall on all of these. Oh yeah. That's something. That's something. I honestly don't want coin pass on this because like you can figure it out. Like, you can look at this and figure out what it is. I don't think this is sadistic. I think this is honestly a pretty reasonable level, especially for like a boss level, you know? I think what determines the difference between like sadistic to people is like, does it feel fair? Because I don't think anything about this reeks of being unfair, because this level feels fair already. It's just like, oh shit. Like, you see it and you're like, gotcha. I feel like a lot of people will do that on accident too. Okay, I need to test something. Is it possible to not hit those spikes out of a wall jump? No, that was me holding in. That was me holding very in. Do I just need one more tile? Is that all I need? Still touched it. Not worth what I wanted to do. I think I might leave it there, just because people will think, oh, that's the strategy, and then they just fucking die. Which, that's fine. Okay, pretty clean cycle, you know? The only amount of coins I will put are these, just because now people will be like, okay, I slide the wall, or jumps right down there. Like, I could put like a donut platform on here, but this is going to be World 4, so it's like, if I ramp up the difficulty like a little bit, it's okay. Because like, even though that timing is a little obnoxious, you're never left thinking, how am I supposed to make this jump? All right, then we just separate this. We want the camera to stop, so what we do is just leave a gap right there, then build another 2-tile. What do I want the theme to be? I think mainly what it is because like the World 4, everything about World 4 was movement based. It's all about these levels that have no weighting, it's just speed. So like if you get, like this kind of goes against it, but this first cycle's there. So I think it's all about being able to just do. I think that's what this is all about. Like, I don't want any of the enemies to kill you. I want this to be like, oh, I failed the platforming challenge, therefore I died. I think, like, I really want to toy with that wall jump mechanic, because I think that turned out to be really cool. Where is Spin Jump Mario's height? Okay, so if they try to jump on this, they'll just die. They just dead-ass can't. Even with the running start? Okay, no, running start he can. I think if I have this, they will, people will be able to like process it and realize, okay, spin jump is not the answer here. Yeah, see, because you just fucking die if you just normal or spin jump. Because the hardest part about power-ups is that you can't undo them. So, If you want to make an acorn level, make an acorn level, but just throwing a power-up in there is no bueno. Because, like, I know you can put traps where they have to be small to go through, but that's just not fun. And those traps alone take space. It's just time. I think that's my biggest problem with, like, mini traps, is that it just takes up time. And time is just not... It's valuable. Because this just teaches you right off the bat, you have to think about which, if you're gonna big jump or little jump. And you can also... you actually can recover that. That's true. I'd say it's interesting to see what goes behind the scenes. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad it's nice to peel back the curtain a little bit. Yeah, this is kind of the thought process that goes in when I'm making levels. Oops, dead. This can just be like a series of rooms. Because I haven't done that kind of level yet. So I think like for a castle would be really sick to do. You know, just take one door onto the next room. Oh, let me move this back. Okay, let's think about what have we taught the player so far. Alternate jumps between spin jump and neutral jump. Since like that one thing we did with the P-switch was sick, I say we just do it again. I say we just shamelessly do it again, just because it was so cool. Spiny. I'm very close to my mic. I'm usually never this close. So if you hear me breathing, just let me be. Is it possible to get through this? I don't think it is. No, I don't think that's possible. If it is, then it's very difficult. If you just get this, then I don't think you can jump out of that, even if you make it. So that just sounds hard. Yeah, you gotta hold left. That's scary, but it's possible. So it's not hard to do. You just hold left, but it's just like, oh shit, I gotta hold left. I'm trying to think, what do I want to do from here? Because we're kind of in this cavern. How do we get out? You're holding left, so you naturally don't want to start holding right. So that doesn't feel very good. Because I want to put this like right here, but. Dude, that's no one wants to fucking try and, you know, like no one wants to try and make that jump happen. But if I put this right here, you're probably gonna, I guess not. I guess you won't. I'm just gonna put those coins there to kind of indicate that like you should do that. But if you don't, it doesn't really matter, you know. You can kind of do whatever you want. That's so scary. That's so scary. Now that that's down and people won't be wall jumping, I can set this down one because people will not hit that. It's tight, but I think the fact you see the full room, like if you sit right here, you can see everything before you go in. And I think that's important. But now it's like, do I want to put a checkpoint here? Because I think so. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Because you're holding right, and now you have to immediately hold left. Can you not go that high? Everything's fine. It's just a matter of, oh shit, it's hard. Which is fine. I don't think it's bad to be hard. I'm just noting, oh shit, it's hard. I'm just trying to figure out how hard do we want to get. Like, imagine this shit. God, imagine that. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'll make one room, boss fight, ending. That's what my plan is. I don't know where this pipe's gonna go, but let's just plan out the architecture real quick. Let's design the Wendy boss fight. Let's take a break from platforming, like coming up with platform ideas real quick. So let's study what Wendy does. We're gonna put you in a fucking detention cell. Oh shit. I guess it's not that interesting because they actually come at the exact same angle. I wish I could put a platform there that will not respawn. Oh, I literally can do that. Because this will accidentally trap you sometimes. Oh, that actually eats them way more than it helps. You see what I'm saying? I guess. Ooh, wait. This could be very interesting. Maybe the blue one though. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you can ride it at times, but I don't think it like really benefits you if you do. Because like if I just go right here, like, you know. I don't think riding it helps. I think this is good. I think this is the chaos I was looking for. Because, like, this is always going to be consistent. It's always going to go at the exact same pattern at the exact same time. And put mushrooms in it. So, like, you can take one hit. Because I usually don't have, like, any power-ups in my levels, but this feels like one where I can just... Okay. So, what is the surviving test? Maybe have the block fall down with every switch block? No. This is fine, because now it's just a timing thing. It's going to be consistent no matter what. We just have to find what feels like long enough. Because this is so easy to fix, because now if it just feels too easy, we just make it longer. If it feels too hard, we just make it shorter. It's gonna kill this Wendy eventually. Not that soon, because that's pretty quick. But it at least alerts the player, hey, this is gonna happen. And then you gotta time this one out. This is gonna fall over here. But it's all like consistent, so it's like if you figure out where you stand in like the beginning of it, it's gonna stay consistent. And you can't crash under anything because the platform moves you. Okay. Fuck! The big Wendy projectile seems too big to reliably dodge. I mean, no. You just have to play with the environment rather than playing against it. But you know, like, you're obviously putting a checkpoint right before this, so like it doesn't matter too much. Someone's gonna die there. I'm gonna be a real dick on this one. Just say, hey, welcome to the real world real quick. And just give him one more jump. We're gonna redo the jump at the beginning. Hey Alpha, I often find myself stuck making Mario Maker levels because I really like fine-tuning. I have a hard time figuring out how to come up for levels from scratch. My advice is like probably play like Expert or Endless Easy or something. Not Endless Easy, but like just... You can play other levels, find gimmicks you like, and then explore how to make them yours. Because, like, I promise you, everything in these levels is not original, but it's like, they're ideas I saw from other people, and I was like, how can I make that my own? And that's kind of what happened. Endless Easy is how you learn level design. I think Endless Easy actually teaches you a lot about level design, because you realize how fucking clueless you feel. I know, like, a lot of the stream is just me talking out loud, but I hope that's still, like, entertaining to some degree. You love your personality. This is like, it doesn't really feel like personality content though. This is just me saying things could be jotted down in a dream journal, you know? But I gotta test that wall jump. You know, you can make that just fine. And now we just go... Shit. Super Mario Maker is just genuinely one of my favorite games of all time. Because I just love exploring every possibility. I don't want it to look like there are any secrets anywhere to hide, so I'm just trying to make this as straightforward as I can. I'm gonna have you come out of the pipe and immediately need to analyze the situation. Because like if you hit it right here, then you're just like, uh-oh, I'm just wall jumping. Oh no, don't die. But if it's right here, you're just like... I think I'm gonna put a coin right down here to like make you... Oh, I'm gonna get the coin, and then you can put a bomb in the Kaiser block so it just wastes time. So now if you hit this... Yeah, I think that's funny. Because it just wastes time. Because I think you can. If you build up speed, it's just hard. I think you can. Oh! Okay, that's so hard. But so satisfying, holy shit. Because you have to bounce up. Because if you hold left, you hit the spike. See, like, this explains everything. You're just like, okay, 3 wall jumps. Lower the spikes by 1? I don't have to. This is possible. I did it several times already. And lowering it just makes it super, like, baby easy. It's just hard. Yeah, that feels good. Yikes. I now see why I needed to separate that. I will just put arrows instead, which is fine. That doesn't change anything. The arrows stay forever, so it might actually be better. That's pretty hard. I think I'm gonna add an extra one right here. Because that doesn't really take away from the difficulty. It does take away from the difficulty, but not in like... No one's gonna be upset if I do that, you know? That jump's still, like, impressive and hard. Because I feel like a lot of people will accomplish it without realizing, oh, they'll be like, oh shit, I did it. Like, I don't think people like to give the funny man the credit he deserves. But I think I'm really good at, like, platformers. That jump's so scary. Alright, okay, gotta remember. You gotta wall jump, Oh, feels good. That's so hard. It's so hard. No one has to know that's the strat, but that is the strat. Okay, but now... I was so scared of something going wrong right there. Oh fuck, I forgot. Why would I do this? That's so mean. See, that's exactly what I want to happen to people. So, like, that's fine. That's fine if it happens to me, because I deserve it. If I'm going to put other people through it, I deserve to live through that at least once, right? I should have added the heartbeat sound. Oh, it's not too late now. I can actually do that. I think I'm going to do that just because I really want to rub it in. But it also puts, it like instills this amount of fear where now every time you beat a boss, you will not know if that's the end or not. This doesn't happen again. Like every boss is the end of the boss, but like, you know, every single time you beat it, you're just going to be like, uh-oh. And this level seems fair, perhaps too fair. I think it only seems fair because I know what to do and I'm storming through it. But you have to think from the perspective of someone who's dying constantly. Like the last thing they want to do is repeat shit they've already done. So I think they look generous, but I think to like the person who's playing this level for the very first time, it's probably perhaps fair. No, I agree with you. That's why I'm not making it a video, because I don't think it would turn out to be a good video. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, because I want people to have more time to react to this, because this is actually harder in this than harder in this than it is in like 3D World and stuff like that. I'm starting to get a little frustrated at this level, but it's like fine because no one else is going to have to beat it from the beginning, you know, like with checkpoints this honestly is not that bad because these first few jumps very simple, and then okay, you got rid of all the tutorial levels. Those were the tutorial levels. Now you put them all together, and now that's what these next two jumps are. You put them all together, and now this is you put them all together again, and then you do a boss fight. So like that's how the level is structured. Which is good. It's good to do it this way, because this is just spinies. Just spinies. That's all. And then this is... oh, wall jumps and spinies. I mean, the first one has a wall jump too, but you don't mix the wall jumps up, you feel? And then this is just... uh-oh, you're doing everything now. People understand what that means. But then again, if they do the wrong wall jump, then they die, but that's kind of what this whole level's about, right? I think this makes it easier, but I just want to make sure, like, people can't, like... cheese it. I don't think Mario can jump over that, so I think that's fine. I don't think it's like pandering baby easy. I think that's more so just like, okay, you will not get mad when performing that jump, which that's the important thing. It's just making it more fun. It can be difficult, but there are fun and unfun ways to do difficulty, you know? Okay, I can just sit here now. This is definitely the strat. You just sit right here and then she dies any second now. Okay, wait, jump time, jump time. Oh, this is so good. I'm so happy I did this. Oh, it's so much scarier than it was before. Fuck yes! We could definitely make the time shorter, but I don't, time doesn't do anything. Like, lowering the time never makes the level cooler, you know? Fuck. Oh, God, oh no. There's a bomb here. The hard part is you gotta hold left without, like... because you still gotta hold right enough to, get over there, you know? Whew, okay. That's, do we want to call it Desert Dungeon or Dune Dungeon? Deserted Dungeon? We can do Dry Dungeon, because then that's, like, a play on Mario, you know? Hey, wouldn't it be crazy if I unmuted my mic? That'd be crazy, bro. I'll start from the top because people are coming through. Hi, everyone. So what this is, I'll explain this step by step. This, you need Builder Mario to break through here, right? And Boomerang cuts the wings off of power-ups. It's pretty generous because usually you can like stand under it and it'll hit it off multiple times. But it is timed. You know, for speedrunners, it's always what I'm trying to please. If you just run in and do it and stand right here, you'll get it every time. Just because, you know, it's if you know kind of thing. And this is just this. The reason I put that P-switch there is like, oh, you're like, oh, I want to go down. You can't. Put this over here. I'm not keeping this in the level. I'm just doing it for example's sake. Yeah, so this is honestly a pretty tight jump. The first two jumps are like easy, so I don't really mind putting this like before the checkpoint. And then you just do this. And then if you didn't get hit at all, take any damage, you'll be Builder Mario, which will allow you to get this red coin if you retain Builder Mario through all of that. And then this jump. Yep, that's how that jump works. I want to make this a little more, easier to break though. I think that's what and what else is nice about this is that like, if you fuck up, you don't die, you know? Which, originally I just had a pit here, so if you fucked up, you died, but that wasn't, it's like, it doesn't teach you how to do it. Like, you just kept dying, and when you're like in a situation where you might die, you're frustrated, and you don't want to try new options. It's like, I'm sure a lot of people will like not know how to do it, but you know, you look at the tools you have. You have Builder Mario, you have Plant, and then a box drops right there at the beginning. I'm just hoping that triggers box in like someone's head. What resource do I want to use? We can do, what if you threw boxes on springs to platform across them? Nah. I don't like the direction of all this. This is going a little too extra for me. Is it possible to drop a block mid-air and land on it? Yeah, like a lot of people refer to that as, like, there are spring jumps where you can do that. And like, but it's like, it's so hard because if you realize Mario will fall at the same speed as whatever he drops. So like, you see, we still go down at the exact same time. So like, it's a really tight tech. Okay, so if I had something like this, now it's like safe, because if you run, oh, I messed up. I still land right here, put a reset door over here. Because then this is kind of like, oh, if you get it first try, it's obviously faster. Then, okay, let's say second try, it's just like, fuck you, here you go. Like, I think the spring jump's super cool and hard, and I don't think people will realistically complete it. So I think that's why, like, making it like, oh, if you do it on your first try, sick. If not, oh well. How do you communicate what to the player? The spring bit. I don't have to. It's just one of those things like, oh, if you know, you know. And if they don't get it, I'm not asking them to, like, practice it. It's just, if they really wait through this entire cycle just to get the pink coin, just to go wait through it again, they can have it. Yeah, they can have it. Because they're obviously not concerned about time. Now they think the solution is simple, you know? And then it leaves, it has depth to it, which I think is the important thing. They might just think, okay, gotta go through it again, but you can go through it faster. It's not beginner friendly, but I think this works, because if you know the tech, then you just perform the speed jump. And if you don't, it just gives you this. I don't think it's a problem if people wait through the cycle again, because it's just kind of like, it's who am I catering to? I'm appeasing the people who don't want to wait, the people who want to wait, and the people who want to speed run. Like, this jump actually covers 3 stones with 1 bird. You know what I'm saying? Layered problem solving. Exactly. So then we have this, and at this point you should have all 4 coins. When it became a job, did your attitude towards video changed? Yeah, no shit. Of course it did. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. People like to say like, oh, I'm just living the dream. It's like, no, things get way more stressful when it's now your livelihood. I think the real beauty of it is just like, you enjoy what you do. Because it's still possible to enjoy what you do, but then realize that things just get busier, right? Like, those aren't mutually exclusive, to be busy and enjoy being busy. I guess, like, if someone takes this, you can also do this. Which, you know, like, then you get points for being clever. You can have that. Like, they only need 1, or they can just build 5. Because, like, if people can't get that jump, who cares, you know? Yeah, if you want to, you can just do this. That's probably, like, the speed strat. But, like, I'm gonna let people find that one out. I think this is probably the best design level. In terms of, like, anyone can beat it. Because it appeals to all skill levels. Because this level it wants you to complete it, you know? This level is asking you to complete it. And then if you have this, you probably have the spring anyways if you didn't get that jump the first time. So like, as a backup strat, the spring becomes like super helpful. When I see tweets, I watch them. I don't check YouTube that often. That's fair. I need to get better at it, because like, I never even asked people like hit the notification bell, and then I realized recently that 7% of my views come from notifications, which it honestly isn't a lot. So I'm just kind of like, shit, how do I like advertise that stat without like sounding like I'm shilling? It is shilling, but I need to get better at shilling. Like, I always feel so bad when I shill because I'm just like, I'm taking away from the reason they're here, just for content. But at the same time, people never really care when you shill. I wish YouTube had the notifications turned on. It's just weird to me to think, like, I feel like I already get, like, a lot of views, and it's weird to me to be like, what? I could be getting more views? It's just like, I'm in a place where I'm, like, comfortable. Like, I'm like, oh, channel's doing well, everything's good. But then it's like, it could be doing better, but it's like... You know what I mean? Get it? Escaping complacency is hard. Plateau.